Hey guys, huge shout out to GiveUAnxiety for making this possible. Here is his Twitch page, and he's also got a YouTube channel. I'll link it below. But this is where we actually made this happen. He streamed it on his Twitch while we did this video, so check it out and enjoy this tutorial. And I'm gonna just re-recording this too, so I'll probably put this up at some point. So
okay,
I'll have a bunch of people direct it over to you.
Yeah, nice man.
Yep. Gotta support my American, you know.
Yeah, that's right, dude. All right, welcome everybody. Oh, hold on, I'm just gonna alert. I'm not even sure what that was actually. Do we follow? Oh, a new subscriber. That was okay. That was really quick.
That's timing. That's golden timing.
Seriously, Dark Mirage, I believe that is. Something like. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for a sub. All right, welcome everybody. This is GiveUAnxiety, bringing you guys an interesting video here. I'm joined with Striker Ace, better known as SamuraiRevolution.
How we doing?
Collab here. What's up, man?
I'm excited to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, dude. Yeah, I'm excited for this. I've been wanting to get this video. Both of us have been wanting to do this for a while. Get a little collab together. All right, guys. So I'm gonna teach SamuraiRevolution how to do the perfect French opening, and I'm gonna teach him how to do that first. And then once he kind of gets that down, then I'm gonna teach him how to do the 5 cav opening with French, and so it's really just a matter of like perfecting this build, this build order. And like once somebody gets this build order like down, like really good, like honestly, it'll get them to like I would say at least like PR 22 if you know how to do this build order. Probably closer to like PR 25 just from knowing how to do this build. So I'm really excited to do this. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, green up, click in, and then yeah, we'll pause as it gets launched here.
Sounds good.
All right, so I'm gonna pause the game as soon as we get started here, and we're gonna look at the crate start. All right, what I get some bits there or something?
Let's go, right. Hype, bit hype.
Thanks, man. Hey, I think we got the SamuraiRevolution fans coming in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, so I'm pausing the game right now. As you guys see, I just have SamuraiRevolution. He's just playing versus computer right now. This is just to get this build down, and I'm observing so I can see his resources and everything.
So we got 2 wood crate start.
Yeah, so this is a 200 wood crate start. So I'm going to go over to you guys. I told SamuraiRevolution about this a little bit, but there's basically 3 different openings that French can do and that they'll always do. So I'm going to call opening A, opening B, and opening C. And it goes by like this priority. You want to do, if you can do A, you do A. If you can't do A, then you'll do B. And if you can't do B, you'll do C. So opening A is building a trading post and a house in age 1. And if you can't do that, then you're going to do opening B, which is building a market, researching hunting dogs, and building a house. And if you can't do that, then your opening C will be just building a house in age 1. And so how you decide which one you're going to do, it's dependent on what your starting crates are. So if we take a look at the map here, SamuraiRevolution, he's starting with 300 food and 200 wood. So this is the 200 wood. This is a 200 wood start with the crates. So whenever you have this is probably the easiest opening, or one of the easiest openings. So when you start with 200 wood, you're going to do opening A, which is the trading post and the house, and then you go on to H2. So this is a pretty simple one. This is a good one to start with here. So basically, what your goal is at the very start here, you want to kind of select your villagers and tell them manually to go on like the crates. So you might want to like click one, put it in TC, and then use a hotkey to eject it on the crate. So you want to minimize the amount of time like your villagers are walking around, because if you do absolutely nothing, like they'll go on the crates automatically, but they'll like bump into each other a lot. And it will cause like a lot of idle villager seconds because they'll just like be bumping into each other and not like initially gathering the crates. So you want to like do it manually. You want to say like, okay, I'm going to throw 2 villagers on this one food crate, and then I'm going to throw the 2 other villagers on this food crate, and then I'll throw the last villager on one of the wood crates. And then you want to be, have your town center selected and click to train a villager like as soon as possible, so you can get that villager started right away. And then once you have a villager queued up, you want to basically select your native and your explorer, and we'll do this. We'll say you select your native first and tell them to just scout around the map, and then you're going to select your explorer. And since this is a 200 wood start, and you're going for the trading post, you're going to tell your explorer to go straight to the trading post. And okay, and so with this 200 wood, you're going to be able to build a trading post just right off the bat. So that means you're going to need to gather 100 wood in order to build a house so that you don't get housed. So basically, once you gather these initial crates, you can use like one villager to start herding the hunt closer to your town center, and then you can put the rest of the villagers onto wood so you can so you can get your first house up. But at the same time, you want to keep an eye on your resources because you want to have your town center constantly training villagers. You don't want to have any idle TC time. So you might have to manipulate a little bit where like you put more villagers on food so you'll be able to have enough food to train a villager. But then you also don't want to get house blocked. You want to be able to send your shipment perfectly on time. So it's a lot of things to really take into consider. And it takes a while to get used to it. But we're going to go ahead and try this. So do you have any questions right now, or?
I'm good, man. We kind of talked to it a little bit, but sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll let you unpause it and go ahead and do your thing, man.
All right.
All right. So good job by him. It looks like he manually selected his villagers, like very little like bumping from the villagers. So they were gathering the crates very efficiently. Boom. Good job. And you can shift click the crates. Yeah, with your villagers did go idle there for a little bit. Here, I'm gonna pause real quick. So small little mistakes. I mean, you're just gonna have a lot of mistakes initially when you're learning any builder, but you want to get like super precise with every single thing you do to the point where you just get to perfection. So mistake number one, I would say, is that he didn't shift click his villagers from the crates like onto the next resource. So his villagers were idle for like half a second. So just in the future you can shift click the villagers. And then mistake number two is that he already killed three hunts. So if you guys aren't aware, when you kill a hunt, it starts decaying, so it starts losing food. So you already have 3 hunts that are like starting to lose food, which just means you're gonna run out of the hunt, quicker.
So they lose food automatically despite having villagers on it?
Exactly, yeah. Even if you're gathering from them, they'll still like slowly lose food. So basically, you want to like only herd one of them, kill like one of them, and then also at this point you want to have probably like 2 villagers on wood, because you want to have at least 2 villagers on wood, maybe 3, because you have to gather 100 wood so you can build a house, in time.
Sounds good.
So, okay, whenever you're ready, go ahead and pause it.
It's also good to note, like, the shift click is when you add tasks, because I have a lot of people ask that, like, how do you shift click and stuff like that. That's kind of how you multitask.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, shift clicking is really important. Mm-hmm. All right, good job. TP was built, and right away he's telling his explorer to move somewhere. Just do something.
Do you want to talk about the difference between French villagers and regular vills?
Yeah, sure.
I think that'll be helpful for some people, yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys aren't aware, the French villagers, they gather more efficiently than like regular villagers from other civilizations. So they actually cost 120 food, rather than like just 100 food, which most civilizations are. But they're more than like a single villager. So yeah, they just gather basically more efficiently. And they have like more HP, so they can be like really tanky. Alright, so I'm pausing right now. I'm not sure, I can't really, well, okay, you did send the shipment. So
yeah.
Do you have idle TC right now, or do you have a villager in queue?
I got 1 villager almost coming in, yeah.
Okay, so like right now he's about
probably have a little bit of idle time because my house is be a little bit late.
Right. Okay. Yeah, so that's fine. It's the first time doing this, but like that's my point. You want to have absolutely 0 idle TC time. So right now, as he's saying, like his villager's about to be trained, but now he's already house blocked, and he's not going to be able to queue up another villager until this house finishes. So now he's like kind of in panic mode, and he's throwing down 2 villagers to build this house to minimize the amount of idle TC time. And then another little mistake, but I mean these are like high level things that even like high level players make mistakes here, is that
it's good, man. Tear me up.
Yeah. And then ideally you want to gather exactly 100 wood for the house. So he overgathered by 4 wood, which is usually that's pretty good. If you only overgather by 4, that's not too big of a deal. But like sometimes when you're really on point, like you can get it to where like you gather exactly 100 wood, and then like other times you might like a big slip up is if you like overgather 20 wood. You know, like that would be a lot. So at this point, you definitely want to shift click your villagers. As soon as they finish building this house, they're going right onto the hunt, so you don't overgather any more wood. All right, let's take it on.
Solid. Not bad.
I wish you could select the crate start, but
yeah, that's cool.
Nice. So honestly, we're not gonna play these games all through. Get the crate starts perfected first, yeah, honestly, like that's it. That's like this is the crate start. This is the TP in house. Honestly, like at this point, all he's doing is like, boom, you're gonna herd your second hunt in closer. Keep training villagers, and
how many am I aging with?
You're gonna age with 14. Yeah, we'll do that for this very first game.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, 14 age up should be normal. Mm-hmm.
Did you see that hunt?
Yeah.
It went the opposite direction of where I shot it.
yeah, they can be pretty annoying. You really gotta be like super on point on like which direction you shoot them. Yeah.
What is your thoughts on using the goats early?
I don't
see players use it that much.
Yeah. Usually you don't. Like some civilizations benefit from it more than others.
Sure.
Like Russia is one civ that they'll do it quite often actually, because like their villagers cost like they train 3 villagers at a time, so they cost like I think it's 275 food or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So like to get them up to H2 quicker, like you will eat the goats, but yeah, French don't. All right, so there we go. That was a pretty good example. We're gonna keep doing this and see all the different crate starts.
Sounds good. All right, round 2.
Yep. All right. What's up, everybody? See Caser in the chat. See some new names. What's up, guys?
How many we got watching right now?
I didn't take a look. We've just haven't been live. Usually it takes a while for people to flood in. Yeah, 25 right now.
Cool.
Not too bad. Only been live for a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right away, or you can pause it.
No, we're rolling.
Wait, no. Wait.
We're rolling.
Wait, hold on.
We're live.
Wait,
we're doing the.
Pause it. Can you pause it? Actually, it's not letting me pause it.
No.
Oh,
okay, no pause.
Okay, that was.
So I'll do the market start this time. How about that?
No. Wait, we gotta look at what the crate start was.
It was 200 wood. So, but
no, see,
I'll practice it.
Okay.
I know. I could do a trade post, but I was gonna switch it up on purpose.
No, but like that's the point though. Like.
Oh, okay.
You never switch it up. You always do the trading post before the market. Like you only do a market start if you like can't do a trading post start.
Yeah. I know, but I was just gonna do it just for example sake.
Okay.
Since we had the source. So we're gonna do the coin transition. You want to tell them about the coin?
Well, it doesn't really work though, because there's not 100 wood start, or there's not 100 coin. So that's kind of, well, I mean, I guess you could do this, but okay. So
I'm a rebel, man.
All right, so he's just gathering 50 gold. So right now you already have enough. So now you don't buy. You just gather. You would just gather just for. You're good right now. See, I gotta cut you off. So right now you don't have to buy wood in this situation.
Yeah, gotcha.
In this situation, you only gather 50 gold for hunting dogs, and then you gather 50 wood. If you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, makes sense. I also had that wood treasure. I didn't see that earlier.
Yeah. So this was maybe like an old school version when people, actually back in the day, this probably used to be a really common one with the 200 wood start. Like back in the day, players didn't realize how good trading posts were, so they, a lot of times they would like do a market start instead of a trading post. So this is like an old school opening, but it's just worse than a trading post opening. So as you see, he is getting hunting dogs. He's just doing a market start here basically with hunting dogs in a house. Uh,
Do you want to explain why getting the market's so important with France
yeah.
compared to like other civs?
So French, they're just one of those civs that like they can afford a market in hunting dogs in age one without like pretty easily without losing much. You know, it just benefits them a lot if they can get hunting dogs with a market in age one. So I mean, it's not too much different from all civs. Obviously, you know, if you can get hunting dogs earlier, then you're just gathering food quicker, and you know, it just helps the French economy basically. It's not a ton to say about that.
I just think it's awesome because you got already the beefed up villagers, and then they
Mhm.
like compounds on that pretty well.
Yeah, yeah, and then you're able to like get the other market upgrades like in urban.
Sure, like great coats too is like pretty crazy.
Yeah, yeah, getting good.
Have you seen the video? I did one where you can basically get 500 hit point couriers.
Yeah, yeah, they can get pretty
Pretty
insane. Yeah, it's actually
pretty ridiculous.
yeah. There's a couple cards you can send that makes the French villagers just a lot stronger, and then yeah, you get the market upgrades for them.
Yeah. What are we doing, dude? That guy's just chilling here. What are you doing, man? He's stuck. Doesn't want to go that hunt. He's a rebel.
All right. Well, if you want, we could just go into the new game.
Yeah, that works. I'm the student here, man.
Yeah, yeah. All right. All right. So yeah, honestly, we're just gonna be doing this like we'll do this like at least 10 times because you gotta learn each different crate start basically. Yeah, I mean this is step one, just like learning the early game. You just get age one down. Like you might have heard some experienced players talk before, like how important age one is. Um, yeah, it's obviously the beginning of the game here.
I wonder if the pause thing had something to do with it being snow.
No, I think this is just the version. Okay.
They love giving me a 2 wood start though. I'm liking it.
Okay.
200 wood's nice.
Okay, but yeah, you keep getting 200 wood. Okay, so well, yeah, like I said before, when you get 200 wood star, you always do the trading post. So you already did it before. Just try to do it slightly better.
Do it again.
So you know what you're doing. You're doing trading post
Yep.
and house. All right, so you
Sounds good.
What's up, Discern? Discern, you should be taking notes here. Well, I'm gonna throw us up on YouTube. I'm showing him how to do perfect crate starts. Accidentally backherded a hunt there.
That was terrible.
Yeah,
that was garbage.
Yeah, and there's a lot that goes into like the first, you know, even 10 seconds and stuff. There's a lot of clicking and APM that's involved. So
honestly, I know I'm so bad with the herding stuff. Something I do is like when I have a very first villager go and herd immediately, just so I have that most of the time, just because I'm so bad with that.
All right, so I'm not gonna say anything. We'll see how he does here.
So are these goats on like a perfect radius around here? So that kind of how they're laid out.
They have like a pattern where they usually are. Like they'll be around the kind of river area here. They're kind of spread out, but like it's kind of just like treasures, you know. Usually they're at the same places, but not always, you know, exactly the same. Bam! He got perfect. He gathered exactly 100 wood and got his house up.
Just have a good teacher, you know.
Yeah. So this was definitely better than the first try. Yeah, it's really good. Gathered the exact amount of wood, and boom, he said he didn't get housed at all either. I don't believe, right? You were able to send shipment out.
No, yeah, it was good.
Nice. All right, we could we just back out of this because that's it. Boom.
Oh man, I was doing good. Come on. No, I gotcha.
All right, so he's got the 200 wood crate start down pretty good. So we'll see where we queue up. Hopefully we'll get a different crate start here, and then we'll learn this next one. All right, I'm guessing it's gonna be a gold start. Let's see. And,
Oh, sorry. Let me go back in.
okay, fine. All right, and it is another wood start. We're getting unlucky here.
You want to rehost?
No, just do it again because it's
Do it again.
really quick. Honestly, it's just good to just get this down even better. So whenever you're ready.
Yep. Run, dude, run.
All right, guys. So I'm just gonna kind of repeat myself just to get it more concrete in your brain. So basically, there's 3 openings you can do. Call them A, B, and C. So opening, and you want to do. If you can do A, you do A. If you can't do A, you do B. If you can't do B, you do C. So opening, and this is with French. So opening A is building a trading post and a house in age 1. That's your number 1 goal. And it depends on your crate start. If you can't do that, then you do opening B, which is a market, hunting dogs, and a house. And if you can't do that, then C is just a house in age 1. So 200 wood start, you can always do opening A, which means anytime you start with 200 wood in crates, you're always going to start by building a trading post and then building a house.
As long as you have a trade post.
Right, as long as it's a trading post map. Mm-hmm. Boom, on point again. Gathering exactly 100 wood, perfect amount. Not over gathering wood at all. Very, very good, very efficient there. And boom, that's it. You didn't get a house, right? You didn't have vital TC?
No, we're good.
Boom. All right, we tap out of this one. That's it. He's got a 200 wood opening down good. And this is also making me almost think of like what if somebody did a video about like what is the crate probability, like the percent.
Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah.
There's gotta be some code somewhere you can figure that out.
Right. Seriously.
Somewhere deep in the game files.
Yeah. All right. So hopefully we'll get something other than 200 wood opening here. Let's see.
Yeah, we do.
All right, so we pause it again. All right, so let's see what we got. So we got 100 wood opening. So this is a tricky one. Let me think about this for a second. This probably depends a lot on your treasures. So the easy answer would be this is opening C, where you just build a house and you advance to H2. Like that's the safest and easiest thing to do, and that basically is what you're gonna go for. I mean, some people might debate this opening about like maybe you can do something else, but this is basically where treasures come and become really important. It depends on your treasures. Like say if you found like an 85 wood really early, then you could potentially gather wood and do like a trading post and a house. But this is basically where all treasures come into factor. But right now, the information that you have is that you just have 100 wood on the floor. So I would say just build a house and go up to H2. Unless if like you'll play this out a bit more, and then maybe if you see like really good treasures, maybe you can incorporate them into your age 1. But if not, just do the house.
Sounds good.
All right. Yeah, because if you gather like 200 wood for trading posts, you're gonna get to H2 pretty late. That's a lot of resources to gather. Some people might debate this opening, like I said, but the safe bet's just to build a house and go up to H2. And then another point that I was telling SamuraiRevolution about earlier was you want to learn the maps. Each map, they have treasures. There's treasures on every map, and the treasures usually spawn in like the same locations, or they'll be like there's a pattern. They'll either spawn in the same spots or like really similar locations. So just learning the maps is really important. Like for instance, this map a lot of times, okay, this time it doesn't apply to this one, but a lot of times you'll have really good treasures right in the middle of the map. Usually they'll be like an 85 wood or 90 coins. So a lot of times you'll send your explorer directly to the middle if you're not building a trading post. Probably like 70% of the time you'll get like one of those really good treasures in the middle of the map. This is actually one of those kind of more rare occasions where there's like really nothing good in the middle of the map. And then if you get the map where there aren't good treasures in the middle of the map, then you'll look more on the sides, as you'll probably find the good treasures like on the side of the map. So yeah, just learning the maps is important. And then keep an eye on your villagers at the same time, trying to avoid backhurting. And yeah. Yeah, so basically there's not much to this opening, to be honest. He wasn't able to find any good, like real good treasures early, and it was just 100 start. So all he did was build a house, and he's going up to H2. He's going to advance with 14 villagers. So I guess we'll wait until you can click up to H2. Actually, I'm going to read chat. I'm going to see what's... I see Kaser in the chat. Let's see what some of these other good player opinions are about this one opening. I'll let you do your thing while I read chat.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah, Kaser, let me know what your opinion is with this start. I'm reading what you're saying right now, but what would you do with this 100 wood start?
Bonjour, votre ramasseur. Votre ordre? Prêt. Je le ferai bien. Oui, bon bûcheron. Votre bûcheron. Bonjour. Correct, très bien.
I think we're using an old like UI version because we were having trouble getting into.
Are there haters in the comments?
No. Somebody was asking why is the map a winter version.
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
Okay, so we can hop into a new one. You got us down. Oh, you did do
my market, man.
Huh? You need to go on market.
I was just getting my market.
Well, yeah, this is good. Then, like in transition, after you start going to H2, then you'll build a market and get some market upgrades.
All right. Do a couple more.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If we get the wood started, we'll play it to like H2, and then I'll show you the 5 cav opening.
Yeah, let's do it.
But yeah, getting the crate starts down is really, really important. Like, so many people underestimate it.
All right, we got the 100 coin, 100 wood.
Yeah, all right.
Food.
Yeah, so there's 300 food, 100 wood, and 100 coin. So this is basically like the 100 coin crate opening. So in this situation, this is probably the most difficult opening and the most complex. So with this, you're going to do opening B, which is a market, hunting dogs, and a house. So I told you earlier, but I'm going to repeat myself. So with this,
yep.
You want to put your villagers on crates efficiently, so they're minimize like villagers bumping into each other. You want to get enough food to keep up with villager right away, and then you're going to use this 100 wood that's on the floor. You're going to build a market, and then you're going to have to put some villagers on the gold, and this is also where the treasures become really, really important, because you're going to look at around your TC what treasures you can find. And right now, this is probably already in your line of sight, or you'll see it in a second. There's a 30 coin treasure, so you're gonna basically get that right away with your explorer, and then you'll just incorporate that to your build. So what you're doing, you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna use this 100 wood to build a market, and then you're gonna buy wood from the market. So it costs, I think it's 124 gold or 126. But it's like 124 gold will buy you 100 wood. So right now, right here, you have this 100 gold and then 30. So that right there will buy you 100 wood. So after you do that, you'll have like 100 wood and like 3 gold, and you'll have a market up. So you'll still need to build a house and get hunting dogs, which means that you'll need to gather 50 more wood and like 47 gold. So you gotta just kind of find how to split your villagers. You'll have to gather, the gold to get hunting dogs after you buy the wood. So you kind of get what I'm saying there.
Yep, I got you.
All right, so we'll let you do your thing.
Do you have a recommendation on wood to coin distribution?
Yeah, so I would say you can put like 1 villager on gold, use a villager to herd, and then like 1 villager on wood, maybe 2 on wood, and then you kind of just go from there. You kind of have to play it a lot by ear, especially with the treasures, but yeah, I'll let you do your thing here. But yeah, you can put 1 on gold. Go 1 gold and then like at least 1 on wood. Okay, so build market though. Market right there. Boom, good. As soon as possible. So right now he's good. He's gathering gold. As soon as that market gets up, you're gonna buy 100 wood. And then, and then you want to get hunting dogs as soon as possible. You get hunting dogs before the house. So right now, I could have told you maybe to put a 2nd villager on gold actually, because you want to get hunting dogs, but then also look at your food. You only make sure you'll be able to get a villager out. You might have to put one of the wood villagers on food, and then be ready to pull your gold villagers. You don't want to overgather gold here. So
check it out, baby. Nice steel in the middle.
Nice. Treasure there. Yeah, and you gotta like do things with your explorers all at the same time. So. Oh, see, hold on? Are you getting?
All right, it's gathering. Right, it's training right now.
It's being researched.
It's being researched.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Okay, nice. All right, I'm gonna pause it. All right, nice. So he even incorporated that 80 gold treasure. Right? He took his villagers off of gold early because he knew he was gonna get that treasure, I believe. So. Yeah, that's nice. If you know you're about to get a gold treasure, then you don't have to gather the 50 gold because you're about to have a treasure coming in. So yeah, this was pretty good. And I'll let you keep going here. We'll go into H2 with this.
Yeah, let's do it.
The only thing I'd say, like, is herding. He didn't need to herd 2nd hunts, and he kind of back herded it too at the same time. He could have kept his villagers more at home, but this is fine for now. Like in Age 1, you really only need to herd just your starting hunts. This map's kind of weird, where the starting hunt kind of gets separated into like 2 separate two separate hunts. But you don't want to be herding like far hunt in Age 1 because then it's gonna slow down your age up time.
I'm OCD about getting raided.
Yeah,
if I'm honest, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, because I mean, there's not gonna be any units until a little later in Age 2. So yeah.
Dude, the AI just tried to steal my treasure. He tried to get back.
Nice.
I love it.
Yeah, so you got hunting dogs in 1:21. That's pretty good.
I'll take a compliment. Wow. Didn't think I'd get that today. All right, so 14 villas, you said?
Yeah, we'll do 14 village up. Most standard for French.
And then as soon as I hit the age up, pause it, and then you can tell me what to do in transition.
Right. So as soon as you hit age up with 400 wood, by the way, you do that like 100% of the time with French.
Yeah, France, baby.
And,
all right, go ahead.
Okay, put your villagers on wood. Put like most of them on wood, and you're gonna research placer mines, the gold gathering upgrade. You already have hunting dogs, so you research placer mines.
So I need to put some on coin too.
Well, not quite yet, because that only costs 75 food and 75 wood. So you can even.
Oh, placer mines. Okay, sorry, I was thinking. Yeah, sorry. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gotcha.
And
right,
actually, hold on, pause for a second. I'm kind of tripping up myself. So actually, go for a trading post first. You're gonna build a trading post, and then you're gonna get placer mines.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oui. Correct.
How often do you get the trading posts in transition? Almost every time.
Yeah, you're gonna get the trading posts every time. If you can't build the trading post in age 1, then you build it in transition, like every single
Gotcha.
game.
Oui. Correct. Oui. Correct. Oui. Correct.
So yeah, and then yeah, you want to have your explorer like in position. Sometimes you might forget and then you're like, shit, I have 200 wood, but my explorer's like on the other side of the map. You want to make sure he's near the trading post when you're gonna be ready to build it.
Très bien.
All right, so then you'll gather 75 wood, get the
Chasseur.
placer mines, and then
Already got it.
think for a second. All right, let me think for a
They're
second.
good. Yeah.
Because so we're gonna do stable and 5 cav opening. So and then one variation to this build is if you get steel traps or if you don't get steel traps. So I think we'll do the.
I can do it.
Yeah.
I got 97 wood, 97 or 91 gold right now.
We'll do the steel traps variation. So let me kind of think about this. Okay, so basically, you'll research placer mines, and then after you research placer mines,
Oui. Bûcheron.
after that's being researched, you'll keep villagers on wood so you can gather
Yep.
125 wood for steel traps.
Okay.
And then once you have, and then all your villagers go to food build. Because then your goal is to make 5 hussars. A hussar.
Yeah. What?
It costs 120 food and 80 gold. So you want to have most of your villagers on food, but like 5 on gold, we'll say.
Yep. Cool.
All right.
Bon ramasseur. Prêt. Oui. Je le chasseur. Bon oui. 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 Prêt. Chasseur.
Boom. Okay. Nice. So you're right. You already have
Très bien. Chasseur.
placer mines being researched right now. Boom.
Yep.
Okay, nice. Just came in. So yeah, did a pretty good job here. We gathered wood by like 7. So
What's the first shipment?
he's going on crates. 4 villagers. Always. Well, not always, but with this build, yeah. I mean, French like 90% of the time send 4 villagers first. And yeah, with this opening.
Bonjour. Je le ferai.
So I would say first thing here is don't build your stable this far out. Build it closer to your town center because it's kind of risky here, especially with shipping villas. It's like if pikemen come, it's out of TC range right now. So
Yep.
you can use this stable without even getting shot by your town center. And you can't even call Minutemen to defend it because it's so far from your town center that if you call Minutemen, like he'll be able to see your Minutemen and then just retreat. So you always basically want to build the stable within TC range.
Yep. Good point.
Ramasseur. Prêt. Votre
I was lazy because I had hunts I wanted to build it right here, but I had hunts, so I was lazy.
Yeah, that's fine. So
Bon oui.
get steel traps as soon as you can, and then
It's being researched.
nice.
I'm assuming I make 2 houses.
Yeah, yep, 2 houses, and then everybody on food and gold.
Ramasseur.
And then don't queue up a cab yet. Wait,
Okay.
like you don't have because if you queued up 1 right now, you won't get 5 cab out. You'd probably get 4 cab out. So
Gotcha.
a lot of times this is like a judgment call, and it depends how much you want to delay your hussars, but
Votre ordre.
wait like 15-20 seconds. I'm gonna say queue up a cav right now. Queue up 1 cav.
Okay.
All right, so
What?
I'm gonna take notes of this. He queued it up at like 5:43. Let's see if you can get 5 huss out. So right
Okay.
now,
What's the second shipment?
700 wood.
Okay.
So right now your goal is to create 5 huss. Do like whatever you have to do. Just try to make sure that you have enough gold to get enough food to get 5 huss out. And make sure you're also training villagers constantly.
Yep.
Or
Good.
that your TC doesn't have any idle TC time. You don't want to you don't want to put too many villagers queued up at the same time because when you queue up a villager, if you guys don't know, it costs 100
Okay, I got it.
food.
I got it.
Right. I know you know that. Boom, you got the boom,
No uncertainty.
and that's it. So this is it. This is the 5 huss opening. You did this basically perfectly, or nearly perfectly, and I mean, okay. So let's look at his situation right now. He's playing as French. He has a trading post. Already like early TP. He built in transition. He got hunting dogs in age 1. He already has steel traps. He got steel traps at 528. Already has placer mines, and he just popped out 5 hussars. and he shipped 4 villagers, and now he's got 700 wood on the way. So like right here, if you can do this, like I'm gonna say you'll get at least a PR 22.
Yeah,
by doing
I would say a little more than that, honestly. But yeah,
like I think you can get. I think if anybody does this opening like you did right now, I would say it's gonna get you to probably like PR 25 or like
yeah. And the great thing about it is obviously you're starting with Cav to raid, but your economy is extremely strong at this point too.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So now it's like up to you. You can you send the Cav out. You can go raiding. This kind of comes up to like individual preference and like what civ you're playing versus. But you can decide, do you want to split up your Cav? Like, does he have some villagers that might already be far out exposed? So you can send all 5 Cav together into one single raiding group, or you could split them up and have like 3 Cav go one way and 2 Cav go the other way, or something slightly different. So I'm gonna pause it and we'll let you keep playing this a little bit. But boom, that is the opening right there. And then from here, I guess I'll go a bit further. You got the 700 wood in, so from this you can like drop down a barracks, maybe drop down like 2 more houses, and we'll do the semi H3 actually. We'll extend this a little bit. So we'll turn this into the 5 Cav opening. This is like the 5 Cav FF. So you're doing a 5 Cav and then fast fortress. So yeah, actually I could have maybe had you ship gold here. Now I'm thinking about it.
That's all right.
It is slightly more common. There's a couple different variations, but the main thing I was talking about was just getting the 5 Cav was the 5 Cav opening. So then after that, it can split and you can do different strategies. You can do like a straight H3 after getting the 5 Cav out, or you could like drop down barracks and then maybe make some muskets and stay H2 a little bit longer, or get your infrastructure set up. So right now you got 700 wood already shipped, so you can drop down like a barracks, and then if you need to drop down some houses, and then let's see, you almost have another shipment already. So
yeah,
next shipment you'll send 700 gold, and then you go H3. So
sounds good.
So yeah, just try to be active with your Cav here. Try to make sure they're.
Oh yeah, we're going for it. All right.
Yeah, beeline to raid. And if you want.
So do I make another set of Cav or no?
No. We'll do the 5 Cav opening FF, slightly slower version since you shipped the wood first, but that's fine. And boom, getting those villagers. And also, if you guys don't know about this, you can body block with like your hussars. Like as the villagers are retreating to the town center, if you put a hussar like in front of them, it will like block the villager, and then the villager will have to path around the hussar, so it can make it to the point where like you'll kill the villager, if you do it properly. If you don't do the villager, it might escape into the TC. So it's just like pathing and just trying to body block with your units. And then you can make like five musk. So this would be like the 5 husk, 5 musk, semi H3. And your gold's on the floor. Boom, you're starting to gather that. And then you're gonna do the fast age up politician. When you go H3 with French, you always do this age up politician. And boom, he's already aging up. Look how good of a position like he's in. If he was playing even versus like a good player here, he got 5 hus out. He was raiding. He shipped 4 villagers. This is just a solid opening here. Like doing this will get, like I said, gets you like PR 25.
And yeah, I like being able to do the racks and stable. That's it. You have so much capability with that.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So after getting you have the 5 musk out, then just leave your buildings idle. And you're about to be H3 like really quickly, then you can queue up like 1 goon and then queue up 1 skirm. So you have both of them in production, and then try to get like as many skirms / goons out. See, I would have canceled those muskets. You queued up a second batch of muskets.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna press with these. That's what I would have done.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's basically where it comes into like just how's the game looking. What's developing. Sometimes it will be good to make that second batch. you know, that it just depends on each kind of specific game.
Yeah. So then, do you prefer? What would you send in? You send in Falcons at this point, or what do you like to do?
So
Because
this,
you already have some Musketeers.
yeah. So at this point, it basically depends on the matchup, and it just depends on like the specific game. You'll probably send a different card. Like each game, it depends what civ is your opponent. You know.
Yeah.
What strategy are you going for? Did you like have a good early trade? Did you raid villagers? You know, if he's not pressuring you at all, then maybe you'll send 1,000 wood. Like 1,000 wood is one card that you definitely want to have in.
Absolutely.
That's really good first H3 shipment. So basically, like if you can get away with sending 1,000 wood and you don't think you'll die, then send that. If you're not trying to like pressure really hard early. If you're not, if you want to like pressure early, then yeah, 2 Falcon shipment can be really good. H3.
I think it's pretty cool because you already have those musks. It's almost kind of like a Ottoman fast fortress because you already got those Jans you can make in transition.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so like right, shipping 2 cannons here would be pretty good since you made 2 batch of muskets, so you already have muskets to defend those 2 cannons. You know.
Yep. And I got goons coming out too, so it's just like
yeah. So I mean,
defense everywhere.
Like this opening right here, man. Like right here.
It's good.
Yeah, you got a solid army. It's like 10 minutes, just coming up on 11 minutes, and you got like 10 goons, 10 musks, 5, still have 3 cav, and like 2 cannons. This is like a scary bush right here.
Yeah, it's solid.
Yeah.
He's already resigning. No, I need to kill you with my cannons. That's what's happening. That's good stuff, man. I'm excited to use this at some point.
Yeah, definitely. I'll have to watch you. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking forward to watching you use it.
So yeah, I'll definitely put a video up in terms of like me doing it on my own at some point.
Yeah,
and then
that'd be cool.
I'll probably have this like earlier in the week, and I'll have the other video later in the week, and then people can see it in action.
Nice. All right, so if you're still down, I would say let's do this a couple more times.
All right.
You have to. I guess we did kind of go through all the crate starts. You definitely got the TP opening down where you built the trading post in the house in Age 1. This one was the market one, so you got that down pretty good with the market and hunting dogs in Age 1. And then the other one, you did do the other one. It's just the 100 wood start, and so you just did a house. So you actually.
That's good, man.
Yeah. So we'll run through them again, maybe a couple times just to get them down.
Yeah. I probably got like 15-ish, 20 minutes, so we can probably do one more. That'd be solid.
Okay, perfect. That works.
Grab some dinner, but awesome. So, I asked kind of this earlier. I'm sure some people are interested in this. So, like, how much does a map choice affect kind of like what, like, if you choose a civ or not? Because obviously, if there's trade post map, you're definitely gonna want to use this strat. But if it's not on a trade post map, how good is it in terms of like you can't make a trade post in transition and stuff like that?
Right. So, so you're referring more to like the 5 cav opening, or
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. So it's still good. But yeah, like you said, some maps, just straight up don't have trading posts. And French are one of the civs that they get hurt if they have a map that doesn't have a trading post. Like that hurts them. They benefit a lot more from TP maps, but at the same time, they're not like a horrible civ or a bad civ on non-TP maps. It just means that TP is not an option, so then they'll just go for the market and hunting dogs in H1. All right, 200 wood star. Let's do your thing. I'm gonna say nothing. See if you know what to do. See if you gotta get it down pat. And I'm gonna be right back. Actually, and grab some water.
All right, sounds good. Messed up.
It's nice to get wood without all that lumberjack labor.
What the heck? Oh, she grabbed her wood treasure. I was like, what? Check it out. We got 50 wood right here. This is gonna be big time, man. I love wood treasures. There might not be anything better in this game than a wood treasure. Except musk rocket combo. Musk rocket combo for sure. Dude, we got a 50 wood treasure, man.
Nice.
We're
Yeah.
flying.
Yeah, it's definitely really nice. So boom, yeah, you did this basically perfectly. He incorporated the wood treasure into his build, so that allowed him to get his house up quicker, and he didn't have to like overgather wood, and he just overgathered by one single wood, which is very good.
So many compliments today. I like it.
Yep.
It's my teacher.
It did. Yeah, and I just want to have your native scout constantly moving back to the insults.
Oh no, that's my teacher also.
Yeah, I keep the native.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Scouts moving. But no, yeah, you're doing good, man. It's really good. I'm gonna go to the chat here.
Yeah, what we got going on in there? Who's commenting away?
Oh, we got a samurai. I believe this is a samurai.
There's a guy. Yeah. What do you got? Which one is it?
Get wrecked.
Get wrecked, baby. I love it.
Dude, that is really nice, actually. Oh man.
Literally made it on Microsoft Paint. Classic. Yeah, that's like my phrase. I say that so much.
Yeah, that's good. That's a really good emote right there.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I got my second emote coming any day now. I submitted a second emote to Twitch, so it takes like a few days for it to be back.
It does. Yeah. At first, I was like, "What on earth?"
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm really excited to get that second one out.
It's my favorite treasure of all time. 90 wood, 2 tigers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so what, we'll have you play this to H3.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I have one last strong build here.
See how much he gets here on his own.
Alright behind with the market.
Yeah, good. Getting market on point there. Ooh. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Very good.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Thanks for follow. Kizo. You know Kizo? Is he one of the SamuraiRevolution warriors?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, we're gonna work on a better stable location this time.
Yeah, so there you go. Good. You got hunting dogs. Yeah, I'll let you run through this, and then I'll.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So the main things, I'll say this one thing. The main things. Here, I'm gonna pause it for a second just so I can say it.
Yeah, go ahead. No worries.
The biggest mistake I would say at this point is that you have 2 villagers very far out gathering resources.
Yeah, way out there.
Say if you're playing versus like Russia or something, and like Russia does a forward blockhouse and they ship their Cossacks. Right.
Yeah.
They could those villagers are super far out where like they could easily get caught by units. So yeah, I don't even know how this one villager got this far out gathering food. It looks like probably just a lot of back herding or something. So yeah, basically you just want to keep all your villagers close to your TC, especially like this. You don't want villagers that far out. So even at this point, I would just bring them closer. Either like put one on the close tree and then one on the closer hunt. But yeah, that's too far to be out. And honestly, even like kind of your one villager that's furthest out on the tree, like I would say that's even a bit far out. Like okay, but yeah, like high level gameplay, like that was pretty exposed where you could get caught by a raid or something.
Alright, so how's that time for the first cav? Is that too soon? Or we get?
It's up to you. Do what you want, because it's you got to kind of learn it yourself.
Okay.
And then you'll be like, oh, maybe you'll only get 4 cav out here, and then you'll be like, oh shit, you know, I guess I did need to wait a little bit longer. But also one thing, I don't know if you forgot this or if it's in queue, but you don't have placer mines yet.
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay.
It's gonna take a second though. Probably gonna hurt with the cav.
And I think it looks like you overgathered wood. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I overgathered wood. So I was off by 30 gold.
Okay. Hey, that's pretty good. You overgathered wood by quite a bit too. I would say leave the goats though. Like next game, just leave the goats for like late game.
I was really trying to get them out for that extra cav, but
yeah. Yeah, so a lot of times, like some people might think like, hey, you got 4 cav out, and not the biggest deal. But in some situations, it actually can be a really big deal. Say like you're playing like a French mirror, and if your opponent gets 5 cav out and you get 4, and like
so true.
Right, and if you run into each other, and you know, and then like they're fighting, like the fight could be somewhat one-sided, where like, you know, you'll lose all 4 of your cav, and maybe he'll only lose like 2 or something.
Sure.
Like a 4 husk versus 5 husk fight can be like pretty one-sided if it's microed like properly and stuff.
Yeah. All right, so saving up for transition now. So what would you say? 2 batches of calves, a comfortable transition point?
Yeah, you talking about your rate or wait, what?
Going like if you're gonna go like semi and a 3, like 2 batches of cav, and or would you do 1 batch of cav and then musk?
Either one.
It just depends on the opponent, really.
On the matchup and all that, but the 2 batch of husk is probably the most common, which is pretty good.
Okay.
Like a 5 husk and then like a 3 husk batch. Because in that situation, you probably don't want to make another 5. That would delay your H3 quite a bit. But maybe getting like 2 or 3 husk out would be nice.
All right, so third of the way through the age up.
What's that?
Third of the way through the age up. I got ready to go once I hit. I'm gonna do skirm and goons, and then I'm gonna ship the 1,000 wood this time. Nice.
Yeah. So the main thing here when it gets like this one, you gotta keep an eye on your macro. You gotta kind of just every now and often you kind of have to like glance at your resources and also pay attention like how many villagers are on each resource. You know, what resources are you gonna need to be training units, like. And all that. I'm not sure what you hit. Well, actually, I can go units and queue. So yeah, okay. So it looks like you have like too many villagers on food right now, not enough on gold. So you're gonna pretty quickly realize you won't be able to get as many units out. But yeah, it's just a matter of getting comfortable with the macro and.
Like my house wall.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah. Yeah, making walls.
I love doing that around the coin mine.
Yeah.
It's very, very solid defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got way too much food. It's probably around 12 on food, 9 on coin and transition's pretty good, I think.
Yeah, and then like in this situation, it could be nice to build like a second TC with like the 1,000.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, that's what. Yeah, for sure. Especially, yeah. What are your opinions on trade or second town center points? Are you one to maybe grab map control, or are you more comfortable putting it maybe a little closer? For yourself.
I would say the majority of the time, grab the map control. But then kind of, like everyone's saying, of course, it always depends on, what civ you're playing, how the game is progressing.
Yeah.
Generally, I would say, just get out there and go for the map control. So like even right there, that's a pretty good place. Snowcase spot where you're at. It's a little bit more like out there, like a safer one. I don't know if you can see me flare, but
is it up?
The one by your TP. There's like gold mine hunt. that would be like a safer second TC location because it's still getting like quite a bit of map control. It's still securing a gold mine, hunt, and some trees and stuff. But it's not quite as far out as your second one is right now.
Makes sense. Yeah, the good thing is though is like you have goons at this point, so you can kind of be a little mobile if you need to be.
Yeah.
All right, we're going. Oh my gosh, everyone just ran a resource at the exact same time.
Yeah.
That was something.
Oh, and then another pretty good tip is you can shift click with your gold villagers. I don't do this all the time, but it is good, especially if you know like a gold mine's starting to run low.
Oh yeah, so it's different gold mine.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah, you can like shift click together that gold mine, and then shift click them onto like another gold mine, and they'll go to that next gold mine right away.
Makes sense. Good idea. I like that. Especially with Germany, when you got those settler wagons, it's gonna go away in 3 seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
Or Ottomans. This is solid, man. I like this. This is a solid build.
Yeah, definitely, dude. Yeah, I'm excited to. You should stream. I want to see you stream and like do this in like quick search or work some guys in your Discord.
Yeah, that'll be good. All right, man. So thank you so much. I'm definitely gonna put up this on my channel, and then we'll have some people hopefully subscribing to you and following you and stuff like that, which should be good.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
But yeah, I mean, I know you play Brits a lot too, so maybe we could do this sometime with some Brit builds that you like or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. And I'd be down. Yeah, I'm definitely down to do some more videos. This was honestly fun doing this, and it's like I want to get videos up like this on my YouTube channel too, just some like more tutorial videos.
Yeah.
And yeah, and we can do one where like we'll have you play versus somebody doing this build, and I could be in the game, like watching you and maybe giving you a little bit of comments like here and there. And
yeah, like a coaching video like on the game. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be awesome. Sweet.
Yeah. All right, man. Did you gotta get going or?
Yeah, I gotta eat dinner. Actually, I haven't eaten in like I haven't eaten in a while, but it's all good. It was worth it.
Yeah, nice. All right, man. Well, yeah, it was fun, dude. I'm glad we were able to get this done finally.